now that we've got our header set up, we've got our menus and pages set up, it's time to start adding some content to your website. And that's what we'll be doing on a weekly basis, is adding links or adding your products that you're making and those tools for the Google Classroom. But this week we're working on just setting those pages up. And so we're going to look at how to actually insert some content. So over here on the menus, we did themes, which we chose at the beginning. We set up our pages. And so now we're going to look at inserting some content. So you can insert that content down here below your header. There's some very simple inserts here, a text box, an image, an embed if you want to embed like a URL or a code if you know that. That's sort of an advanced feature. And then you can also embed things from your Google Drive. But there are some simple layouts you can also use here. So let's say, for example, we choose this one. We're just going to sort of, this is our home page. So, you know, maybe we're going to welcome to my website. Okay, so you can add your text box. Notice, excuse me, when I'm on my text box here, I've got my text options of what type of text it is, along with bold, italics, alignment, bullets, links, all those things. You can also get some advanced things here, strike through, clear your formatting. This here is set up for an image where I can upload it from my computer. I can select that image. That would be out of like the web or URL. From my drive, I can also embed a YouTube video here, or if I need a calendar or a map, which are pretty cool features. If I do that select image, like we looked at before, I can get to my drive. I can get to my albums. I can also do a quick search here. You know, again, maybe I'll do we're going to do this tiger because I like tigers. Okay, so we'll put that there. I can also resize those and drag them. You'll see one of the cool things about Google Sites is it sort of bumps format automatically. So as I make that image bigger, notice my text boxes scoot over. I can also sort of grab those text boxes and move them around. Right now I don't have any other sections, but I could take this image, you know, I could move this image up into my header and it bumps it around. I can move it back down here where I was before to get her there. So it's actually really, really user friendly in terms of what we have there. There, I just reset that. Notice here, this is a feature. There's the undo buttons up here. So I can go back through and I can undo, 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 right? So that's a very nice feature up here, redo, undo, that you can do. So there's the layout options. Below the layout options, you've got all kinds of pre-built image, text, content things. We can do a table of contents. The image carousel is a popular one. So when I do that, you notice here, it must have at least 2 images. So I can add them here. Again, I can select them or I can upload them. Let's say I go to select. See if I can get a couple quickly here. Let's say we do this one. And we'll do that. That'll load that in. And we'll get another one here just so you can see the image carousel, because this is a popular, you know, kind of action here. So there's our 2, and I'm going to insert that. And then we'll go down here. And that image carousel is where we've got those images that are sort of scrolling through. When I click on that, you can see here in the settings, I can edit that it can show the dots below the images so I can navigate back and forth. I can also auto start it so that every time I visit that page, it'll automatically start to scroll through and check those out. So we've got those. Also notice then over here, it's you see to sort of see the sections. So I can come in here and it's got the palette. I can actually change the background in a specific section if I want to make it stand out or highlight more. I can duplicate that section if I've got a bunch of layouts that I want to be the same, maybe like in a newspaper journal type thing where I have the layout that I like to be the same. Or if I don't like it, I can totally just delete the section. The other nice thing about it is that I can just grab the section if I need to, if I want to switch the order, and I can drag it up and just automatically swap really easily what's there. So we've got lots of options here. We've got the button, which if we come down here, the button, new button, okay, actually takes you to different places. So you can actually link it inside the site here. So if I want that button to take me to week 1, we'll insert that button. Go here. So actually I can place this button on my website and it's actually like a link. So instead of using the menu navigation, or if you've got a specific assignment or a Google Doc or something you want to get to, you can take your buttons there. Divider just literally sort of siphons out or puts a divider in my pages here, so I can get some separation. YouTube, which is a really popular one. We come in here. We can video search by keyword, or if I've uploaded videos already, like if I've got a channel. So some of you I know have a YouTube channel that you might use, but I can also just search. Again, since we're sort of doing tigers, we'll go in here with the tiger video, like this one. Okay, we insert there, and again, we can make that as big or as small as we want to. Insert the videos there on those. So we can then also kind of control it, allow the full screen, the progress bar, the controls, that sort of thing inside. So there's all kinds of stuff. Calendars, if you've got classroom calendars, maps, which we're going to look at down the road and using those. And then any of your Google products here, your docs, your slides, your sheets, your forms, any of those. And so the nice thing about those, if we click on docs, when I go to embed a doc, it's going to pull up a menu here of my most recent docs that I've used. And so I can just scroll through and find them, assuming that, you want to do that. So let's say we'll use this one. So here's a Google Doc. Notice that it's sort of truncated or it's cut off. If I want to show more, I can just drag it bigger and bigger and bigger, and it will continue to just show more and more and more of that doc in there. I can also switch this to kind of a list view and come through here. I can also come in and I can search, and I can do a title search inside of that my drive, since it's linked to my drive already. So pretty cool. You can embed your docs, your slides, your sheets, and your forms inside of that. You may want forms as a pretty cool one, especially if you're using them for responses from kids, whether it's quizzes or labs or whatever it happens to be. But there's all kinds of insert options here for content. We're going to look at some of those specifically as we move through the weeks. But that's a lot of those. And then again, up here, you can insert any of your content from Drive that you have, whether it's images or PDFs or any of the files that you have there. So that's how to insert content, everything from pre-built layouts, some simple text box images, and a lot of the advanced insert features here.